Get ready for a new episode of KP Talks Dollars and Cents. Learn financial literacy and get real-time updates on all things housing, finance, and real estate with your host, Kevin Perenio. As an owner and C-level executive for 20 plus years in finance, KP is here to serve you with all of his knowledge and experience. Whether you're a broker, realtor, or just interested in the economy, this is the podcast for you. So let's get started. Here's your host, Kevin Perenio.
Hey, it's KP coming to you live from Culver City. It is sunset. I just fought LA traffic coming in from Orange County. Gosh, I don't know how y'all do it in LA. I guess just don't drive anywhere. We are at the house. This is kind of an update on what's going on. But before we get to that, I want to get into some of the housing news and inflation data and stuff that's going on from the Fed and all that kind of stuff. So this week was kind of rough in the markets, and there was some inflation data last couple weeks that have been a little bit hot. Europe was having some hot inflation. Gosh, part of the Eurozone's at 15% inflation, but down less than what they thought it was going to be. And so a lot of inflation fears rippled through the markets this week, and that caused the stock market to kind of go down and rates to go up. And the 10-year Treasury closed yesterday on Thursday over 4%. That's kind of a big deal. So it touched 4.09 and closed at like 4.056. Let's call it 4.06. Today closed below 4. So we had some manufacturing services data that had a little bit less inflation component in there, and so it kind of eased the fears. But the reality is there is uncertainty still about when is the Fed going to pause, right? So a lot of this inflation fight has to do with when the Fed will stop raising rates. Do they have one more 25, three more 25? They're going to go 50, then 25, then 25. Where are they ultimately going to stop? 5.50 at the terminal rate, 5.25? No one really knows, and that's why the market's kind of positioning itself. And so inflation is part of the equation. But as soon as the Fed stops, the cost of money is known, and that is the first step in a actual, the second step actually in a Fed pivot. So traditionally a Fed pivot means they start cutting rates. We know that's not coming till maybe later this year, at the end of the year, or even next year. But then it's kind of broken up into smaller increments. We're going 75, then 50, now 25 increment hikes, to actually pausing, which is step 2, so that's coming soon. And as soon as trillions of dollars of money managers know when the Fed is going to stop and how much money costs and the cost of funds for banks, and there's certainty that they feel like inflation is truly whipped, there's not some surprise coming, that now the market can start investing dollars back into treasuries, investing dollars back into mortgage-backed securities, which will bring down interest rates. So spring purchase season's a little bit delayed, unfortunately, because of the spike in rates lately. That's a bummer. It is what it is. Unfortunately, inflation is a problem. So the FHA, the Federal Housing Authority, HUD, Housing Urban Authority, Federal Home Administration, and Housing Urban Department. I'm sure I messed it up. I'm freaking running a million miles an hour here. But HUD they have a cut for FHA loans, and they took a 30 basis point cut off the monthly MIP. And for about 850,000 homeowners, that results in about a $670 a month a year, $670 a year savings in mortgage insurance. So it makes housing more affordable. So that's a huge housing initiative. Those are the Amazon studios back there. Lots going on. Inflation, big job support next week. I know today was the first Friday of the month, but because it was a short, only 3 days in the month, coming off of a short month in February, the Bureau of Labor Statistics needed more time to collect the data. So the big February jobs report will come out next Friday. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so let's see the house. This is a cool little outside. There's sliding doors here. I mean, it's really coming together since the last time we were in here. So got these big old sliding doors, a little green space here. I think I've walked this with you guys here. I'm barefooted. Well, I'm in socks because we just sanded the stairs today. I didn't. that is the pool. So you have an overlook from right here, and you can see over here, there is the ADU. That is an accessory dwelling unit, which is very popular now for housing in our country, especially in California. You can add, I mean, that thing is a full bedroom, kitchenette, and everything. So you could add bedroom count without having to get permits and call places 2 units, and a lot of people on the low are going to, rent those things out. So you can see the floor is in, so this takes some shape. Obviously, we have drywall in here that things tend to take a lot more form. You can see, as opposed to just the wood that was here last time. So this is the master. We got a little masculine copper-looking thing to kind of offset this beautiful feminine arch in this vanity. Here's the master. Can we say, what are you supposed to call it? I don't know. The main, the great room? I can't remember. I have to look it up. So here we are. It's got some tile in. We got our shower here. I'm going to flip this around here, and there's going to be like a little window on the outside. And look at that little moonlight shower coming in here on a Friday evening. Have yourself a nice little non-alcoholic cocktail in here with your his and hers, or hers and his. And here's the hers, by the way. So we're going to have I was told this is called a she station. So she can have like shoe rack or powder sink or whatever. And don't worry, the bathroom stench is not going to mess anything up. These are going to be saloon doors. So anyway, here is the staircase. You can see all the tile coming in. Double fireplace. You got this wood. So this panel goes downstairs, and there's another fireplace downstairs. Check out the granite in this little bedroom right here. This thing came across great. Look at that. The guy had to mix and match the pieces to kind of make it look like they're somewhat together, which they're not. You just kind of have to sort through all the different pieces that are cut. So this thing's coming around, and here's the street. Oh, here, there's my partner and my wife. She's in the pink. And they're walking down to the fourplex. They just walked down to the other unit that we're trying to close on down at the end of the block that we showed you. And I'm playing a little catch up here. Catch the crew down the street. And then here we are. Nice little accessory bathroom here. This could be like a little perch sit here and read and hang out at sunset. Gosh, I know. I wish they could move those things. I hate these places when they have all the ugly power lines. Here's another room. Let me pause. Oh, look at this. Tile in here, tile on the floor, tile in here. This thing's coming across pretty good. And I heard that these things aren't really that expensive anymore. These kinds of drains. I thought they were only in fancy hotels like the Wynn in Las Vegas. But apparently they're not as expensive anymore. So anyway, all right, let me pause this. Here's another bedroom, by the way. Laundry. Here we go. Got laundry in here, laundry over here, some kind of shelving and stuff over here. Okay, this is the reason I had to take my shoes off. Just went down these stairs. They were just sanded today. We were all in socks. So anyway, this is that great room. This is the other fireplace from that same kind of corrugated wood looking feel and vibe. And, oh, there's our neighbor. He's probably not happy with those construction. So this is actually the front door. You come in and you go right there, and you get to see this nice little wet bar. And here's an ice machine, but ice machines are ugly. So they were put to face sideways. So when you want to get a drink, you just kind of, open it up and you come in and you get your ice coming through here. So you don't see the ugly thing. And then, of course, the wine cooler looks pretty cool from the side. That's a good vibe. So not very, overpowering. We have some green space in here. It's a gorgeous kitchen with an 85-inch TV that's going to go on the wall. Those are four sliding doors. This is a butler pantry. You've seen the movie Clue, and the guy says, "I'm the butler." And he goes, "Well, what do you do?" "Well, I buttle." Anyway, just aged myself with that movie. Here we go. Maybe I should pause the video. No, we're going to go in. All right, here we go. Look at this massive door. It's crazy. So here's the pool, the ADU. I really want to go in the ADU, but I don't want to get mud everywhere. I really hate that, but this is how it is out here. Thanks for sticking with me for my project and my update. We're going to dinner. I don't know how we did it. Got a babysitter. I will see you next week. Cheers.
You've been listening to KP Talks Dollars and Cents, a top-rated show for those who want to learn about the economy and mortgage environment. Tune in each week for more episodes, and please leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Kevin Perenio does not render or offer to render personalized investment or tax advice through KP Talks Dollars and Cents. The information provided is for informational purposes only and does not constitute financial, tax, investment, or legal advice. For more info, follow KP Talks Dollars and Cents on all of our social channels.